The Battle of Casablanca was a naval conflict between the Allies and Vichy armed forces during World War II, after being discussed by President FDR and Churchill in the Casablanca Conference. This battle was fought from November 8 to November 11 of 1942. The battle was part of Operation Torch, the Allied invasion of North Africa, and was essential to mark the first Allied battle in North Africa and the Mediterranean. Casablanca, located on Morocco's Atlantic coast, was necessary because of its port and airfield. This city under the Allies' power was essential and marked a step toward the Axis downfall. Operation Torch was a multifaceted effort aimed at opening a second front, securing vital Mediterranean ports and wreaking Axis control in North Africa. The Allies, commanded by General Eisenhower, wanted to capture key areas in French North Africa, like Casablanca, Algiers, and Oran. These locations were under Nazi control in Vichy France. Casablanca was special because it was a logistic hub and its port could fit Allied naval ships and operations. Its airfield had a launching point for other operations in Tunisia and other countries. Capturing the city was essential to establish Allied dominions over the Western Mediterranean. The Allies' task was to take Casablanca. There were several army troops under the command of Major General George S. Patton. A naval and air forces unit supported them. The invasion started on November 8, 1942, with the Allies landing on the Moroccan coast. These landings were divided into three main areas: Safi to the south, Fedala in the north, and Media Port Way in the northwest. Fedala was just 15 minutes away from Casablanca, which was the main focus. Even after the great planning, the troops had many difficulties. The bad weather and rain were harmful for the troops and their equipment. Resistance from Vichy forces was immediate and significant, especially at Fedala and Safi. After Vichy armed forces opened fire on the Allies, they killed and wounded several troops. However, the Allies persevered. While the Vichy forces had a strong defense, the Allies' superior numbers, coordination, and firepower ensured victory over the enemy. One of the most important conflicts of the campaign was the naval battle of Casablanca. The French Navy, including the battleship Jean Bart and other cruisers, tried to stop the Allied attack. The US Navy then brought the aircraft carrier USS Ranger, the USS Massachusetts, BB 59. Also, the US brought heavy cruisers like the USS Tuscaloosa, CA 37, the USS Wichita, CA 45, and other destroyers. The Vichy French forces also deployed light cruiser Primajote, aircraft destroyers like Albatros and Fogueux, and submarines. They launched many air and sea attacks. The Jean Bart mounted a good defense, but it was later disabled by US bombs. Inland, the fighting in Fedala and Casablanca was complicated. French tanks and infantry counterattacked, but they were defeated because of the great coordination and troops of the Allies. On November 10, US troops went into the Casablanca border. After that, Vichy French generals had surrendered and began negotiations for a ceasefire. Vichy officers and the Allies officially ended combat on November 11th, 1942. The Vichy forces agreed to stop the battle and the Allies took control over the city. The battle resulted in approximately 1,246 Allied casualties, of which 556 soldiers were killed, and 1,890 French casualties, in which 562 men were killed. The victory of Casablanca had many consequences. It was helpful for the Allies since it secured a base for them and allowed them to coordinate other operations in Africa, such as the Tunisia campaign. These successful operations showed the Allied forces' strength and boosted their morale. This battle showed the importance of joint operations in modern warfare. It involved coordination between sea, land, and air forces, and also set a point for future campaigns in Europe. The landing showed the Allies' ability to do large invasions, a skill that would be helpful during the D-Day invasion of Normandy in 1944. Today, the Battle of Casablanca is remembered by many as an essential part of the North African campaign. It demonstrated the challenges of World War II warfare and highlighted North Africa's importance in the context of war. However, while the battle demonstrated Allied capabilities, it would be worth noting its impact on shifting French obedience to the Nazi government. After the battle, Vichy French forces joined the Free French under Charles de Gaulle. The Battle of Casablanca was more than just a military engagement. It was a turning point in the conflict for control of Africa and the Mediterranean. By securing Casablanca, the Allies not only gained a strategic foothold but also dealt an important blow to Axis ambitions, bringing the world one step closer to peace.